Hoia Baciu Forest. This forest resides near Transylvania. It's often referred to as the Bermuda Triangle of Romania. The forest is known for its extreme paranormal events, UFO sightings, and even disappearances. It is said that a sheep herder and his 200 sheep walked into the forest and never came back out. They were never seen again. A local family that lived close to the forest have had their own horrifying experience. Their young daughter wandered from her yard into the forest while her grandmother hung out close to dry. Her family searched for her for months. 5 long years went by, and the girl found her way back home. She was wearing the same dress that she was wearing the day she disappeared. It is said that she has no memory of what happened. In addition to these strange occurrences, the trees in the forest tend to be completely bent or curved in an unnatural way. The circle. One of the strangest things about Hoia Baciu is the circle which resides in the forest. No vegetation or trees will grow in the circle. People have had unexplainable things happen to them. Most notably, Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. As Zach stepped into the circle, his equipment started malfunctioning. He explains that he heard a sub-frequency noise, which briefly paralyzed him. Some believe that this is an ancient ground, where perhaps rituals or sacrifices have taken place. Others believe that it is a landing ground for UFOs. What do you think? The famous novel Dracula was created in 1897 by Bram Stoker. The real Dracula, however, was far more frightening than any vampire. He was a real man named Vlad the Impaler, born in Sighișoara, Transylvania. He became the ruler of Wallachia at the young age of 17. When Muslim Turks set out to conquer Christian Europe, he defended his country and Christianity. His army was victorious against the Ottoman Empire. He served under the Secret Order of the Dragon, and he was ruthless on the battlefield. He impaled his enemies on spikes and left them there as a warning to the Turks. Vlad the Impaler is what he became known as. Vlad was ruthless in his killings. At the same time, he was protecting his people, his country, and his faith. The Order of the Dragon was a religious faction of noblemen, and they considered themselves as warriors of Christ. Vlad fought under the Order of the Dragon. They used this mythical animal as their symbol. Dracula means son of the devil. In modern-day Romania, Vlad is seen as a hero as he fought to keep his country safe. However, Vlad had found himself in Târgoviște, and there were many attempts from his enemies to overthrow him. This caused his wife to jump from the castle and end her life. She knew that if they were captured, they would be tortured and killed. As Vlad was evacuating from his castle, he turned the horseshoes on his horse backwards, as a way to deceive his enemies. Vlad lived another 10 years. At the end of those 10 years, he came back to his previous land and tried to conquer it once again. There is little information about how Vlad died. It is speculated that he was killed in battle and that his head was severed. Poenari Castle resides in Erfu, Romania, in the countryside. Its construction began in 1453, and Vlad enslaved his enemies and gave them the task to build this castle. It is said that many had perished due to the hard labor and the toll that it took on their body. They first started with the building of the stairs, all 1,480 of them. They ascended up a steep hill to a remote location. Years later, Vlad's enemies stormed the castle, and this led Vlad's wife to jump from the castle and end her life. Legend has it that the river below ran red with her blood. Many have even claimed to see a female apparition roaming the castle and also near the river. The ghosts of the laborers and workers that died during the build are said to haunt the castle as well, with many people saying that they have seen light anomalies, shadows, and even hearing male whispers. Many believe that even Vlad himself haunts the castle and that it is cursed. Bran Castle. This castle resides on the border of Wallachia and Transylvania. Technically, this castle doesn't relate to Vlad, however, it is said to be quite haunted. Built in 1377, it was mainly built by the Saxons of Transylvania, who were English and German. In 1388, the construction was complete. It served as a fortress, and the castle was inhabited by soldiers, mercenaries, and lords. The history of Bran Castle is long and bloody. There were many hidden passages and even torture chambers. In medieval times, it was a spot used for torture. The mysteries of Romania seem to be just that, mysteries. Those that have been to Romania, let me know if you have had any experiences. As always, thank you guys for watching.